Yes, that was a silent scream because I don't know what to do with this book. I have seen people love this book. I have seen people really not like this book. And I'm one of those people that I think is very in the middle where I can understand what people love about it and I can understand why people hate it right from the first chapter. This book sucked me in. It was living inside of my bones. There's a woman named Eden. She goes on a run. She comes back home. Her key is not fitting in the door. Some other woman answers the door and she's like, "Who are you?" Eden's like, "I live here and I have a husband." And this woman's like, "No, you don't. And this is my husband." And you're just like, what is going on? When it comes to twists in this book, what was that? I swear to God, if a demon comes out, I'm going to be so pissed. The amount of twists in this book, if this book was a roller coaster, you would start throwing up from how many times it would twist. Now, I think most of us love twists, but sometimes there can be too many twists. I think this book has some great twists, but then there was extra twists that I don't know if it was necessary personally. One thing I really enjoyed about this book is that when you would finish a chapter, you're not just done. You are definitely reading the next chapter and the next one and the next one after that. I think one of the biggest mistakes when it came to this book, because I had to read back certain chapters, I really didn't know what to rate this. And I'm going to give it 3 stars, and this is one of the reasons why. When you read back some of the chapters after you get the whole story, so I've done this with some of her past books, and they're genius. I do want to say, Alice Feeney is a phenomenal writer. But I think one of the biggest mistakes that ended up happening was that this book was written in first person. If this book was written in third person, I think it would have been magnificent. 5 stars, definitely. Because you have these fake outs and these misdirects, and with third person, you can trick the reader and it can be successful. But with first person, you're getting internal thoughts, and their internal thoughts I don't think it would be doing this, if that makes any sense. My Husband's Wife is just one of those books that it gets me really excited, but then it pisses me off too. And I will say with the end of the book, so before the ending, I was very intrigued. And then for maybe 4 or 5 chapters towards the end, I got really pissed about what was going on. The very last chapter, though, it did give me hope on the story overall. So that's why it's so tricky and it's so confusing. And I don't know, maybe that just makes her such a great writer to instill all of these different emotions inside of me. If you've read My Husband's Wife, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Have a super special awesome day and happy reading.